Hello. Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's see if this works. Oops. Hello. Seems to be working. Seems to be working. Stan is baking a cake. Stan is baking a cake. Hang on one moment here. What is happening, everybody? How is it going? Sorry for the delay. We have Sarah, Joy, and AJ are moderating. Thank you. We also have Ibby Dibby, Dave Moss, Tony Del Monte, Bob Messina, Sharon Heberling, Ryan the Gamer, Chris Hurt, Cynthia Martinez, Polly, Barb Filer, Dave Moss, Cindy Jones, Marzell, Paula Faust, Kay Bati, Darth Tater, Connie V, Darren Markley, Gary Alween, Jennifer Tower. It's a little cool here for me. D. Buzek is here. Letter Artist is here. Stan is here cooking a cake, baking a cake. Jody Ross is here. Hello, Sharon. Rosemary Randolph. Oh, thank you, Tony. Tony says he has recorded 30 new cover songs on his channel, on his Tony Del Monte YouTube channel. Thanks, Tony. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. What are the new ones Tony has? I Loves This Bar, Toby Keith. A little, Tony did a Frida cover. I Can't Drive 55. Genesis cover, I Am the Walrus. Hungry Like the Wolf. A Smiths cover. I'm going to have to check that out later. Bunch of different ones Tony recorded. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate your support. Is that your first Smiths one? Cheryl Busman is here. Hunter Mars is here. April Coco is here. New in Town is here, but lurking. Welcome, everyone. John Gidry is here. And Patty is here. 59 degrees here. It's cold to me. For a lot of you, it's not cold. For me, it's cold. $59 here. Jody is watching the Steelers game. I was watching a little bit while I was eating. My handy dandy notebook is here. Excuse me. It's supposed to get colder here in a few days. Let's see, what was I going to write down here? Tony could record his 1,000th cover song on Saturday night. Very nice. Lex Edwards is here from Central Texas. Linda Gordon is here. Yes, Marzell, I haven't even checked. I was making my food. So I saw you'd sent me a message about the photo. I'll have to, in a second, I'll grab the photo that you sent. I'm so glad you got the mug. Marzell sent a photo of her agenda-free TV mug. Apocalypse is now. L. Sizen is here. Logan Nikolaj is here. Barb says her super chat isn't going through. Well, thank you for trying, Barb. Some of the other viewers might have a suggestion for you. I feel like sometimes it happens to some of the other viewers too. Or if you're like on a desktop, you could try your phone or something. I appreciate the thought, Barb. I really do. Ben, I don't wear slippers, so I can't recommend any. Lex, I am glad you like the news channel. Oh. Cynthia Martinez is here. Polly, I think I agree with you. All right. Well, I'm going to beat the mods to it. I already took care of it. I know the mods are on it, but I see things a little earlier, so I didn't even let the mods deal with it. I just took care of it myself. Namo Whatsy is here. Polly saw it too. What's going on, everybody? How is your Monday going? Unless you're like Stan and it's Tuesday for you. How is it going? Barella Holland is here. She turned off the show 911 to watch this. I hope you don't regret your choice later. Brainy Janie is here. Roxanne Betke is here. Ryan the Gamer had a good Monday. Quiana Capri is here. Carlos Rosa is here. Sean TV. Hey, Sean, this is early for you. I got to show a video from Sean, too. I got to show Marzell's photo and Sean TV's video. I got to do both of those things. I'll do those in a second. Bob Messina says, Crew Dragon returning to Earth right now. I don't even know which institution Crew Dragon is affiliated with. Is that SpaceX taking people back from the space station? Is that what it is? I read something about that. Ooh, Polly put an offer in on a house. I hope you get it, Polly. It'll work out. You'll get the right one. That's exciting, though. Good luck. Ashley Stevie says it's cold up here in St. Augustine, Florida. Rick Hoppy is here. Is it SpaceX, is it SpaceX taking the people from the space station? No, Sean TV, the person who lives on a boat is my brain is blanking. One of you guys will remind me who the person living on the boat is. My brain is just blanking out. That's not poly, though. My brain just stopped working for a second. Salmonella. Yeah, our viewers, Kriba Gayan and Sing Neon said, Salmonella is the one who apparently lives on a boat. Yes, SpaceX Crew Dragon astronauts depart space station for return to Earth. Oh. SpaceX's second long-duration astronaut mission for NASA is nearing its end after a Crew Dragon capsule undocked in the International Space Station. Oh. So it was SpaceX sent up 4 astronauts on the Crew 2 mission. When did this take off? I don't even remember. They, the Crew 2 astronauts, 2 from NASA, one from Japan and 1 from France, went to the space station in April on this SpaceX flight. This is from space.com. So that's what it was. That's what it was. No, Ram, I'll let you know. I will let you know, Ram. Believe me, I'll let you know. Let's see here. Mark French is here. Happy Quails is here. Polly, whenever you get whatever house you're going to get, you got to give us a tour. Ooh, I missed the super chat. Thanks for reminding me, Cindy Jones. Hey, Barb. Barb says, oh, she's not feeling well tonight. That's not good. So going to bed early. We'll watch on replay. Well, if you can't sleep, come back, Barb. I hope you feel better. That's not good. But we'll be here for a bit, Barb, if you want to come back. Now, see, Ram, you're doing this thing where you're asking things, you're asking about things that I'm going to tell you about, right? Your first question was, have you decided where to live? Well, you know I'll tell you that, right? There's no need to ask it. Then 5 seconds later, you say, have you gotten your Cologuard test results? But see, you know I'm going to talk about it, so there's no need to ask. These are things I'm definitely going to talk about. Don't worry about it, Ram. The information will get to you. I appreciate your interest, but these are things no need to ask the question in the chat. Patient. Sarah Joy says, patient like a circle. I don't even know that expression. Yes, but you got to be patient. Linda says, patience pilgrim. SB says they are just excited about your life. They didn't mean anything bad. I didn't say they meant anything bad. You can not mean anything bad, but still be annoying in the chat. So that's what I did not say anything about bad intentions. I'm just saying, at a certain point, if you watch the channel enough, you should know I'm going to talk about it. So come on. I appreciate Ram's interest. Sarah just said patient like a circle. I don't know how to, I don't know what that meaning is. I mean, I don't know where that statement comes from. Oh, Gray Hughes. See, Gray Hughes, you're not listening. Gray Hughes says, hey, Lookner, just got through the colonoscopy. Other than the prep, it's easy. You can do it. If you were listening, Gray Hughes, and I believe I said this last time you were here, my problem is not the colonoscopy. My problem precisely is the prep. And the problem with the prep is the fasting. I can't fast that long. The problem has never been the actual procedure, because I've never done it, but that wasn't my worry. So saying other than the prep, it's easy, you can do it, doesn't make any sense in my case, because the precise problem is that I can't do the fasting necessary. And I'm not even talking about the prep. I can drink the prep liquid. It's just the fasting. Gray Hughes says, yeah, I know, but you can drink apple juice and eat Jell-O. I did that last time, Gray Hughes, and I ended up in the emergency room because it's not just, I have to eat certain kind of food. I literally did that, and I literally ended up in the emergency room. Jimmy ZNGJ says the fasting always seems to go slowly. My body has an extreme issue with fasting. Ram, if you're still watching, Ram, rather than worry about when the details are going to be said, just hang out, Ram. Just hang out. Take a breather. No need to ask questions. Just chat. There's a lot of friendly people in the chat. We're just hanging out. We're not in a rush. Just hang out and chat, Ram. People want to just chat with you. No need to rush to everything. Just chat. Friendly people in the chat. Yes, Quiana says, just chillin'. Pad C is here. Mantronics is here. Raina Marie is here. April Coco says the lounge is a stress-free zone. Lurker's Lounge is a stress-free zone? Is it? Probably less stressful. MSU Kiwi is here. Speaking of stress, here's Edward Kim. Edward is talking about news stuff that has nothing to do with anything anybody was talking about in here. David Oliva is here, who had a fruit cup recently and there was lots of sugar in it. John A. and PD is here. Gray Hughes says he needs apples often or he gets shaky. Dallas Alice is here. Tony has a Zoom meeting tomorrow. T.O.'s Landscaping is wondering if he's blocked. So welcome everyone. Welcome mods. AJ modding, Linda Belk, and Sarah Joy all modding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Darren Markley is here. Lisa of the Lion is here. AM Coffee is here. Mantronics is here. Ernie is here. Juliana Wright is here. Phil Britton had a stomach operation once with no food for 3 weeks, all IV trips. Wow. Katie616 is here. Tired Pup is here. Somebody can explain the Lurker Lounge to Tired Pup. Kimberly Hirschman is here. Hey, Rusty G is here moderating. Hello. AM Coffee says, I finished Squid Game. Great. I told you Squid Game is entertaining. It is entertaining. Westhawk is here. Sarina77 is here. Sean TV liked Squid Game. Says, yeah, I mean, I don't like that many shows. I found it very entertaining, Squid Game. I need to watch it again, though. But I recommend it to people. You just have to... get through the first couple episodes. Polly says the Lurker Lounge is like Fight Club. Cheryl Busman, thank you, Cheryl Busman. Yeah, we the channel somehow gained. We were sitting roughly the same. We've been around the same number of subscribers forever, but we got a few more extra subscribers. So we went from like 13,999 something to 14,000. But it's really, I mean, it's kind of stable, which is fine. This channel is not about the subscriber count, definitely. Oh, thank you, Ernie, for the Bushiba sticker. Thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that. Smiling Bushiba. Thank you, Ernie. And also Lee Field from the UK. Thank you, Lee Field. So nice of you. So nice of Lee Field. And Ernie, thank you both. Tony, I've never seen Wentworth. Oh, and thank you, Paula Faust, for the How's It Going Bushiba sticker. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate it. It's going well. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Thanks, Paula. I hope your walks are going well. Very nice of you guys. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Gray Hughes. Gray Hughes says, if you really want to boost your sub count, create drama and arguing and cover the same popular news stories over and over and over. Hey, you know, certain channels cover certain things. This channel is different. Agenda Free TV, we cover news, but it's kind of like sometimes different news than other channels cover. But thank you, Gray Hughes. I appreciate that. There are a bunch of drama channels out there. Thank you, Gray Hughes Investigates. I appreciate that. If you want to increase your sub count, don't do what we do on this channel. This would be like the wrong thing to do. No, yeah, I know Gray Hughes was joking. Gray Hughes was joking in case people didn't know. He wasn't advising, he was joking. Well, you know, there's plenty of good channels out there. There's good channels that discard events, and there's good true crime channels. So there's some where you feel like they're really good, and there's some where you feel like, well, they're just kind of talking about the same thing over and over again. So there's the good and the not so good. Thanks again, Gray Hughes. I appreciate it. CM is here. Says, nice to catch you live. Edward's probably watching the Bears game because he's in Illinois. All right, I want to show the pictures. I want to show you a picture from Marzell and a picture from Sean TV, or a video from Sean TV. I got to do both. I got to do both of them. I told you I was going to. Marzell got her mug. Look at this picture of Marzell. It was a lovely picture of Marzell at home with her mug. Let's see if I can fit the whole picture on the screen. It's kind of a whole thing here to fit this on the screen. Let's see here. Will this fit? Let me see if this works. There's Marzell. Can you see the picture? Look at this. There you go. There's Marzell with her mug in her very nicely decorated home. I like the painting up there on the top. I had to kind of like shrink it down to make sure it fit. What I'll do actually is, hang on a sec. What I'm going to do is, let's do it this way. Hang on a second here. Okay, there's that. Hang on a second. How am I doing this? That's better. What I just did is better. Oops. Hang on. There. That's the one I wanted. I must move this down here. Turn this off. See, that's better. Now you can really see it. Give me one moment here. I'm just fixing something. Nice, very nice. Very nice room. One moment. Okay, so that was, thank you Marzel for the pick. That was super cool. AM Coffee says looks cozy there. Lee Field says nice home. Darren says very pleasant picture. Polly says good colors. Sean TV says looks cozy. Meredith McMacken says very nice photo. Okay, now what I have to show you is Sean had sent me a video of where he's staying in Maine. Now I want to show you this. Let's see. How do I do this? Here. I'll do it this way. First of all, I don't need this on. Okay, this is the video. This is the video that Sean sent to me. This is where Sean is, that's where Sean is staying in Maine. Look at how pretty this is. I'm so relaxed right now. I'm just relaxing. Sean says that's in Scarborough, Maine. Thanks for sending that in, Sean. Scarborough, Maine. Oops, I gotta go here. There's Scarborough, Maine, southern Maine. Has about 18,000 people live there. Nice. Looks cool. Roxanne said, wonderful video. Terry says, so beautiful. Letter artist says, love the empty beach. Daniel Boberson says, not that far from Boston. It isn't that far from Boston. It's only about, probably about 100 miles from Boston. Jalicia says, sweet place to be. Daniel Boberson says, what a beautiful place to escape. Thanks, Sean, for taking the video. Mantronic says, moment of zen. Sean says it's 1.5 hours from Boston. Sean was saying it's pretty quiet during the winter. Sean says the temperature is not too bad on the coast, but below freezing inland in the morning. Sarina says Bar Harbor is way up, far away. Oops, Bar Harbor's up there. I was saying last night I've hardly spent any time in Maine, even though I'm from Massachusetts. I'd like to spend some more time in Maine. John A. and PD says, wish you had an insulated tumbler with an AFTV logo. I'd buy it. I'll add it to the want list. I have to see if that might be something Zazzle can do. But the problem is that the artwork will have to be different. So I'll look it up later on. I just made myself a note, John A. Thank you, John A. I appreciate it. Just whenever you make something new on Zazzle, you need to get new artwork and then make sure the artwork is right for it and all that stuff. And no, I haven't gotten to the hoodies yet. I will. Hopefully this week I can get to the hoodies, Quiana. The update is that I haven't gotten to doing the artwork yet. But it's right. It's at the top of my to-do list. Yeah, this is the one that John A. was talking about, a thermal tumbler. Oh, I guess it kind of looks like they offer it, but I'd be careful on it. I don't even know. I didn't do this artwork. They just put this artwork up there. It says thermal tumbler. It looks like they offer it, but I can't speak to this because I didn't design it this way. I guess they just made it. They made it from the mug artwork. So I don't know. It looks kind of weird to me. I'll post the link to it. Does this link work? I just posted the link to it, so... Again, this is not something I have designed myself. I have not seen it in person. Yeah, I'm gonna get the hoodies set up through Amazon. They have them on TeePublic, but I'm gonna get them set up through Amazon. Did that link work? Did the link work I posted for you guys? Yeah, John A. and PD says that one looks flimsy and too tall for the artwork. I see. It's not custom designed by me, so I'm just telling you that's the one they have up on Zazzle. Sarah Joy said it worked. Cindy T. A couple things, Cindy T. First of all, Cindy T. You're breaking the no news rule. Okay? Second of all, the rule is no news unless it's an emergency. And it's not something I'd run and cover on agenda-free TV, so it's not an emergency. Third of all, that story is like an hour and a half old. Come on, Cindy, you gotta respect the rules. Dennis is here. Dennis saw a beautiful crest moon tonight. It looked like an eclipse was happening. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Tania, for writing in and watching. Tania Henry is here. Madison is here. Michelle Lee is here. Hang on one moment, please. Doing my periodic news check just to make sure nothing crazy is happening. Katie McElroy is here. There was a story that came out. I just heard about it before coming on the air, which I wish there was more information on it, but it's not. It's something that I don't think I would cover, but a different version of the story I would cover. I retweeted a tweet about it. It's about a guy who got arrested for being like a serial killer who killed like 6 people in St. Louis and Kansas City. It sounds like the guy was just really mentally disturbed and had been mentally disturbed for a couple of years. I think if I have the timing right. But yeah, I mean, the details aren't such that it's not really the kind of thing we would stream on. But I was trying to figure out what the details were because I didn't know. And once I read about it, I was like, yeah, it's not really something I feel like covering on agenda-free TV. That's why we were a little late, because I was just hearing about it. Rob J is here. Southern Stitcher is here. Zindley is here. Alyana Jendeva is here. I did go to the UPS store today, and I picked up some things. I picked up some things at the UPS store that people had sent me. It looks like a number of people did not respect the strong recommendation that you send me only stuff that's small and consumable. It looks like a number of the things people sent were not small and consumable. Unfortunately. No furniture, Polly, fortunately. No furniture. Oh, something came from Sean. Uh-oh. I wonder what Sean sent. Sean sent something. So we'll open a couple things tonight. If you've sent me something, let me know if you're here. Because I prefer to open the things where the people who sent it are watching. I think Ram might have been joking there. I don't know. I think Ram might have been joking with Edward. Ram had said, Edward, you're going to be timed out. Because he was mentioning packages. Ram's having a rough night. Ram asked a couple questions before, and I said, you don't have to ask those questions. Then Ram posed something else, and it gets timed out. Or it gets deleted. Keep trying, Ram. We like seeing you posting. Yeah, Sean, we'll open a couple things tonight. Sean, if you have your if you have like the tracking number, if you want to post the, I don't know if you do, but I say if you want to post the last few tickets just as a tracking number, then I can find your package. Sean says if we count the shorts and the magnifying light, my record is not good. Can you send me books? I would avoid sending me books in general because I don't have enough time to read books as I'd like. And there's already several books here that people have sent me that I want to get to. So I would avoid sending it to me because I don't want you to send it to me and just have it sitting here. So that's why I say small and consumable is best. So I appreciate you asking, Ben. West Hawk says I have to check and see if what I sent you is there yet. Denise Horton is here. Yeah, West Hawk sent a book I still haven't gotten to yet, so I just, you know. But before we get to that, we'll do a couple other things. I want to talk about this show that one of you guys mentioned that I like a lot, that I'm enjoying a lot. Erica the pharmacist is here. Hello, Erica. Evan Laird is here. I only like healthy food, right? Well, I try to eat healthy. If you want to send something, like, I'll try it. But, you know, I'll try a lot of things. But I prefer to not have, for example, desserts. Because I generally don't eat them. Yes, Sean, it is the Stringer Show. Pan is here, I think from the Netherlands. Mr. Coldwater Canyon is here. So some of you mentioned this show to me, Shot in the Dark, which was made in 2017. It is quite enjoyable. It is about stringers in Los Angeles, people who drive around, these people who own video cameras and drive around at night shooting news events and try to sell this footage to news channels, to the local networks, to put on their news broadcasts. It's good. It's enjoyable. I like it. It kind of reminds me of doing agenda-free TV because these guys will like sit around at night and wait for something to happen. They're just kind of sitting there. Then all of a sudden something happens and they have to drive over and film it. And they never know what's going to happen. It's very similar to agenda-free TV where you're kind of just like waiting to see what news happens. Michelle says, I like stuff like that. Zinli says, looks interesting. I gave it a shot. I'm on the second episode. I watched some of it. I was like watching some of it while cooking. Then I watched some of it on the treadmill. Mr. Coldwater Canyon said, I've seen it. It's good. But one of you guys recommended it. So thanks for the recommendation. Hey, Jennifer Herring ran the New York City Marathon yesterday. Good for you. That's great. I'd love to do a marathon one day. That's awesome. Jennifer Herring, nice work. TO's Landscaping says they have more overhead than you because they have cars, so fuel expenses. You're more money efficient. I think, though, they might have more regular news than I do. I don't know. So. Also, in theory, if they wanted to, they don't, but they could live in like a very small place. Like I'm restricted on where I can live because I got to have like an extra room to use as my studio. Shaft is here. Shay says a YouTuber I subscribe to is on that channel. Is it on that show? Is it Loud Labs? Quiana says, I'll be checking it out. Looks interesting. It is. Pan is in the Netherlands. We had a couple viewers from the Netherlands here last night. If you missed it, Pan, we talked about the Netherlands a bunch last night. But see, we have chapters. You can go look at the chapter from last night. Look. Michelle Lee says, I watch Loud Labs. He's good. So look, if you go to last night's broadcast, look. See, you can see the chapters here. Hold on. First of all, you can see the chapters in the description. One of them says the Netherlands and other places. And also it says it right here. The Netherlands, McRib, the Netherlands and other places. We have chapters. Bebel is here. I hope you feel better. Bubbles having a migraine. I hope you feel better, Bebel. That stinks. Oh, Pan left a comment yesterday. The comments, I usually, like, every few days, I'll look at the comments from the broadcast. So I didn't look at last night's comments yet. I'm sorry. Pan says, if you ever visit the Netherlands, I can show you around. Renting an apartment in the Netherlands would be around 1,000 to 1,500 euro per month. Also, driving in Europe is easy. We have great roads. Apart from the UK, we drive on the right side of the road too, and we have great 5G coverage. Hey, thanks, Pan. That's nice of you to say. I'll let you know if I'm ever going to visit the Netherlands. Maybe next year. Hey, thanks, John A. and PD. John A. and PD, somebody mentioned Stringers Live, I think last week. We talked about it on the broadcast where I found out we were talking about Stringers in general. That's how I found out about that Stringers reality show. And somebody was telling me about Stringers Live, which is a channel where they show different stringers. It's called Stringers.live. See, check out Stringers Live for Multiview, live.com for Multiview. So you can check that out if you'd like. Hey, thank you, John A. and Petey. Thank you. Like, there's a link to a stringer right now who's out somewhere shooting some news in Bakersfield. Cindy won't be watching me anymore. Cindy posted news. Cindy T posted news, and she got timed out because she violated the no news rule. And now she says, I won't be watching you anymore. Well, what can I do? If you don't want to follow the rules and you're upset because you broke a rule and you got timed out, well, what can I do? Red Raven says your super chats have a tax now in Canada. Not sure in the U.S. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I mean, I'm not aware of any. Was it changed? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Thanks for mentioning it. Now, obviously, it's something that I have no control over. Let's see. What are people saying in the chat right now? Pat in PJ is here. Pat in PJ. West Hawk says, rules are rules. We all have to follow them. If you don't want to do a super chat, you can. There's other ways you can donate. You can always go to what is it? Lookner.net. Lookner.net is the other secret donation address. Lookner.net. And then I'll get an email saying there's a donation there. That's one. And then Sean uses Strike to donate Bitcoin. Oh, we have a Bitcoin address actually. That's at agendafreetv.com. You can find the Bitcoin, you can find all of the crypto donation codes, which no one ever uses, but it's good that we have them. So you have other options. But I appreciate you even considering it. No, Michelle, it's not a secret donation. It's a secret donation link because I never mention it. Yeah, Nicola, Stu Mundell is a helicopter news reporter. He is good for police chases. I think he covers it for one of the channels in LA. Oh, hang on a second. Hey, Sean, you know what it is? Sean, I just got your notification. So my notifications, it's weird. My phone doesn't, I have an iPhone 11, and a lot of times like the vibration doesn't work or it's not loud enough. So I do see it on my phone, but I didn't hear it. So I owe Sean a thank you now. Hey, Sean, that's very generous of you. Wow. Sean just made a donation. I owe Sean TV a thank you. Now, Sean said Happy ATH Day. Now, I have to confess, Sean, I don't know what Happy ATH Day is. So I'm going to have to look this up. But big thank you to Sean TV. That's very generous of you, Sean. Thank you so much. Very nice of you. Sean made his donation in Bitcoin. ATH Day. What is it, Sean? Can you explain it? What is ATH Day? All-time high. Oh, it's all-time high day. Yes, Kangaroo Island TV, who knows a lot about crypto, says all-time high. So I guess crypto reached an all-time price high today. But yes, so that's why it's ATH Day. Sean, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sean TV, a lot. Thanks so much. We have several viewers who are into the crypto. Sean is obviously into crypto. Stan Gordon, Chris Lund, probably some others too. Low Roller Scratcher's into crypto, but I don't know if Low Roller Scratcher I think might be a bot that just promotes things and not a real person. Can you donate on Facebook or Twitter? Darren says, yeah, I mean, if people ever want to, both. Why is the. I thought I had set up on Agenda Free TV a donation button. No way, that's not the case. Hold on a second here. Hang on. I got to look at this. Hey, what happened? What happened to now I'm confused. What happened to I had set up a button. Did Twitter take them away? I had set up Twitter said everybody can accept tips. Twitter said everybody can accept tips. And then I had set up a button on my Twitter, which a lot of people did, just like a tip button in case people wanted to tip, which a lot of people did. And now I look at my profile and I don't see the button anywhere. Did they remove the tips button? What happened with that? Oh, it's mobile only. Oh, it's not desktop. Oh, Sean, you're probably right. That's what it is. That is what it is. Sean is exactly right. So if you go to, there's lots of people, and I think they're supposed to let it, we've talked about this, I think they're supposed to let everybody do this. So you can do this on your Twitter page, in theory, is if they've enabled it. But they're supposed to enable it for everybody. You can set up like a tip button. It looks like a dollar symbol, and it's on your home page, it's on your profile, but it only shows up, well, I know in iOS, if somebody's using like the Twitter app on their phone, I don't even know if it shows up on your phone in the browser. It might only show up in your phone in Twitter app. I'm looking it up. Yeah, it only shows up if you're using like the Twitter app. West Hawk says I have it on my desktop. That's interesting. It's not on my desktop. Oh, maybe how about Chrome? No, I'm looking at it on my desktop on my profile. It's not there. It's kind of odd. Sean says they're starting with mobile only. Anyways, I only brought that up because Darren was asking about like if you can donate via Twitter. But anyways. Let's see here. Sean says you should post a strike referral so each person signing up gets $5 and you get $5. I messed up when you referred me, so you didn't get you didn't get our $5 each. I'll have to look into that. That's a good idea, Sean. Let's see here. Michelle Lee says I just need Dogecoin to get back to 34 cents so I can get rid of it. Robin Banks has about $6 invested in crypto on Robinhood. I made about $1.47 today. Very nice. I do not give investing advice. You're on your own. Kangaroo Island TV says Bitcoin and Ethereum reached all-time highs. April Coco has some Dogecoin. Blade 3000 is here. Mark French says Stu Mondale works for Fox LA. Robin is in Chico, California. Polly says there's always money in the banana stand. I don't even know what that means, Polly. April Coco says I should have switched my Dogecoin to Ethereum. Now it's too late. Okay, Edward, we don't need to literally post every single scoring update from the Monday Night Football game. There's no real need to do that in the chat, Edward. Callie Voltaire is here. She says, I am very happy with my crypto. El Salvador is going crazy. I think Cal Voltaire is from El Salvador. Anyways, again, I don't recommend. I'm not in the investment recommendation business. You're on your own. Bob Messina says the crypto mining thing is so hard to wrap my head around, but I kind of get it. The basic idea of the crypto mining thing is that to keep the system, how's the best way to put this? I'm not an expert, but I think I can hopefully explain it simply. So basically, the Bitcoin system, any crypto system that uses blockchain, the system itself keeps track of who has how much. So how do you know how much Bitcoin you has or anybody else has? It's all written there in the code that's on various people's computers. And there's no one central person that keeps track. The actual blockchain keeps track. This digital ledger, this digital list of who has what. And then you might say, well, why can't somebody mess with the digital list of who has what? Why can't somebody just change that digital list saying who and say I have all this Bitcoin? Well, a way that they avoid doing that is, and it gets very technical, and I don't fully understand all of it, but is to change the actual list of who has what requires a lot of work involving a lot of computation power. And what that does is that prevents like one person from just changing it. Now, it gets really complex on like why is that the way they use to keep it secure? Why is using computation power to like solve math problems a way to make it so that nobody can mess with the online list of who owns what? But that's just the way it's done, and so it's you need for the transactions. So basically, for Bitcoin to work, you need computers to be working on solving these math problems, just to keep the system secure, basically. So to encourage people to devote computer power to solving math problems, they give out Bitcoin or other currency. Because otherwise, why would people waste all of their computer resources solving these problems? So you need computers to solve these math problems for the system to be secure. So to motivate people to devote their computers to solve these math problems, you reward them by giving them some of the cryptocurrency periodically. That is the incredibly non-technical, non-expert, basic idea of what's going on thing from someone who's a non-expert. It's very complex. Derek says, I mostly have it right. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. You're missing the cryptographic part? Oh, well, you're saying like how you. I know what you're saying. All that. Look, that was not meant to be. That was certainly not meant to be an exhaustive, basic intro to cryptocurrency. It was just supposed to explain why there's this thing crypto mining. That's all it was. That's all I was doing. Sean says I have the idea. I'll accept that too, because Sean knows a lot about this stuff. So I am not capable. I feel like because I know so little about it, I can't get into it in any real detail, but the one thing I might be able to do is convey a basic idea to somebody who knows even less than me, because I'm so close to their lack of knowledge myself. Jacques says 3 trillion invested in cryptocurrency. I'm not sure. I read an article that said that it's around something in the trillions, I believe. Jalicia says, I foresee many future regrets for those with crypto. You will find lots of debate out there. There are some people who are very bullish on it and think it will go up and be used more widely, and it's a great investment, and some people who think it's a terrible investment. You have all kinds of views on this. Sean thinks Bitcoin will outperform everything in the next decade. Our viewer Beth Standard thinks it's going to bust. See, even in our chat. Excuse me. It's interesting though. It's whatever you think of it as an investment. It's an interesting phenomenon. It's certainly become something a lot of people own. Oh, Callie Voltaire is bullish on it too. Sean thinks it'll be 1 million. That's Sean's bold prediction. Sean thinks it'll be 1 million in the next 5 to 10 years. That's what Sean thinks. Sean, we're going to hold you to that. We're going to check back in with you in 5 to 10 years and see where it is. Oh, Iowa, thank you. MSU Kiwi. Hey, MSU Kiwi made a donation. Thank you, MSU Kiwi. No note from MSU Kiwi. Oh, breaking news. Breaking news, my Cologuard result is here. Breaking news, my Cologuard result is here. All right, so a couple things going on. Okay, so first of all, MSU Kiwi, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have a note you want to say along with it. You can always post something in the chat. So thank you to MSU Kiwi. Second of all, I just got an email that my Cologuard result is in. Now, my question is this. Polly says, let's see some poo. Well, we're not going to see poo. All right, so we're going to have to look this up. I was going to do Rita's Real says she's just in time. I was going to do a whole separate stream for this, but I think I'm not going to stop the stream and do a new stream. We're just going to do it on this stream. Hetty says I'm anxious. No, they tested it. They tested my poo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that first. So I apologize. I was going to open a couple packages, but we'll definitely get to the packages, at some point. But I'm going to do this first because I just got the email right now. It's funny. See, I ended up not hearing from my doctor. The email came 7 minutes ago. So I haven't talked to my doctor. So I'm getting the result before my doctor has even told me the result. Now, does this mean the doctor saw the result? The fact that I'm seeing it now? So let me explain what's going on. So the vast majority of you know this, but people of my age are supposed to get a colonoscopy to check for colon cancer and also check for precancerous polyps. And it's an important thing. You should definitely get it. But I can't get the regular one because it requires you to fast for roughly 24 hours. And I have a specific problem with my body where when I don't eat certain foods for several hours, I get very, very sick. Very sick. I tried getting regular colonoscopy. I ended up in the emergency room because I got so sick from fasting. So an alternative you can do, which is not as good, is to take Cologuard, which is where they test your poop. So you are better off doing a colonoscopy. It does a better job of finding the polyps, and you can remove polyps through a colonoscopy. You can't through Cologuard. But what happens is you take Cologuard test. If it's negative, you take another one within 3 years. If it's positive, you have to get a colonoscopy. A positive can be, if you get a positive Cologuard test, it does not mean you necessarily have colon cancer, but because there can be false positives. But you do need to get a colonoscopy. So if my Cologuard is positive, it could be there's like a not small chance it's a false positive, but I would have to get a colonoscopy, which it is what it is. What can I do? What can I do? So if it's positive, I'll set up a colonoscopy. That's the best I can say, right? So Gene says this one looks for blood. I believe that's right. Without getting all into it, let me show you. How does it work? Cologuard uses advanced stool DNA technology to detect the DNA in blood cells released from altered cells and can detect both precancer and cancer. Cologuard can detect some precancerous polyps, some. What does a positive or negative result mean? A positive result means the test detected altered DNA and or blood that could be caused by a precancerous polyp or colon cancer. A negative result means the test did not detect altered DNA and or blood that could be caused by a precancerous polyp or colon cancer. So what you have to do is, if you get a positive, you got to go. If you get a positive, the test detected altered DNA and or blood that could be caused by a precancerous polyp or colon cancer. Any positive result should be discussed with a healthcare provider and followed up with a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positives do occur. A false positive result occurs when Cologuard produces a positive result, even though a colonoscopy will not find cancer or precancerous polyps. You can also get a false negative too. So anyways, Pan says, what if you have hemorrhoids or Crohn's? Well, when you take Cologuard, they specifically say you shouldn't, you can't have bleeding down there when you take it. In the instructions it says if you're bleeding down there, don't wait until you're not, because if you're bleeding down there, it messes with the test. So I don't specifically remember about hemorrhoids or Crohn's, but I believe hemorrhoids might involve some bleeding down there. I'm not sure. But anything that involves bleeding down there could affect the test result. Okay, so we're gonna check the result. My results are here. It's funny. It's pretty funny that they send you the result at 10. I got this result at 10:36 p.m. That's when the email came in. 10:36 p.m. I haven't spoken to my doctor. I still don't even know if they've cleared the result with my doctor. April Coco says if you have Crohn's, you need a colonoscopy. Madison says they're watching the stream. No, Sean, I haven't checked it. I'm going to check the result right now. I literally got an email that said your result is ready. So I'm going to check it right now. I'm going to check it with you guys. Erica says poor lab tech entering data all night long. Now, is there any chance that they've already cleared it with my doctor, and if it was positive, they wouldn't be sending to me? I don't think so. It sounds to me like they just send it to you, whatever it is. Rita's Real says sometimes on the results it will say that it's been reviewed by XX, usually a technician, and forwarded to the doc. Well, we'll see what it says. MSU Kiwi's going to book for a colonoscopy. Yeah, I mean, if you're of the right age or the right risk group, you should definitely get it. I read an article saying like a lot of people don't, I don't know if it was like half or like 40%, a lot of people don't get a colon cancer screening. If you have insurance, it should cover it. Now, if you take the Cologuard test and then you have to get the colonoscopy, it's not all covered. It can be expensive, but what can you do? They don't cover the colonoscopy if you're getting it, if it's not preventative. If you already had like a positive Cologuard and then you get a colonoscopy, you might have to pay a lot for the colonoscopy. It could be like several $1,000s, I think. But what can I do? This is what I have to do. I don't really have a choice. I mean, it is what it is. If it's positive, I'll just have to take a colonoscopy. What can I say? Or I'll have to try. I'll have to try. Who knows if it can work? I mean, I'll have to get it in some sense, but there's an issue with the fasting. But whatever. Erica says, open the email. See, Michelle Sparks says, lack of insurance may have something to do with people not getting the colon test. The article I read didn't suggest that. It suggested more that people were choosing not to get it. Westhawk says, Chat Dr. Westhawk says, I want to disagree with you. Chat Dr. Westhawk, please tell me what you want to disagree with me about. Dr. Westhawk is in the building. What can I do? So it could be positive or negative. I don't know what it's going to be. I shouldn't really be surprised at either one. Sean says, I need to do it, but I conveniently don't have time right now. Barb Moore says, I have one every 2 years, family history. One of our viewers just had one. He was posting in the chat earlier. He just had one. Doe of Malibu, liquid diet doesn't really work for me because it doesn't give me what I need from the food. Let's see. No, Westhawk, you are wrong. Westhawk, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're just so wrong. It's like a common thing when you read about Cologuard that if you get a positive test and you have to have a colonoscopy, that insurance may not cover it, or at least may not cover it fully. That is just a common thing said when you look up articles about Cologuard. I bet it's on their site. But it is just very common. Millions of patients have access to a follow-up colonoscopy with no out-of-pocket cost, but not all do. Not all do. I gotta find out what my specific. What I would have to do is look up my specific insurance plan and see what my specific insurance plan says. Derek says it depends on your insurance policy. That's what that says right there. How much is it? I read an article about this that said it's like $5,000. I should, I'll look up my before I open my result. I'll go to my insurance page and I'll see if I can find. I'll see if I can find what the coverage says about it. Juliana Wright says I had precancerous polyps, so the health insurance will not cover future tests. I was told the next test would cost for $30,000. I'm confused. Isn't that like a health issue? But I don't know the specifics here. I'm trying to look this up. Okay, it says, I'm going to my insurance. Now, my plan, if I'm reading it right, I'd have to pay for the anesthesia. That's where the expense would be, I bet. That's where the expense would be. That's it. Look at this. This is from my insurance. Preventative. Hang on a second here. I'll show you this. Let me show you this. Hold on. That's the colon. We want this to be here. Now this is not working. Okay. So what this says is, if you get a preventative colonoscopy where they're just seeing, it's like you go in there, you haven't had a Cologuard or anything, and it's just like, hey, we want to see if you have anything. Just we're doing the one you're supposed to get just to do a checkup on it. $0. It's all covered. But if you do diagnostic, I want to make this bigger. If you do diagnostic, that's what it would be. Diagnostic is what it would be if I got a positive result on my Cologuard. Then I would need a diagnostic. Not a preventative colonoscopy. And it's the anesthesia. Look at this. Hang on. The actual procedure would cost me $160. $80 copay physician cost plus $80 copay facility cost. But anesthesia, after meeting, it could be after meeting your deductible, you pay 50%. My deductible is like thousands of dollars. So if it was thousands of dollars to pay for anesthesia, I'd have to pay all of it. I'll have to pay all of it. After meeting your deductible, you then pay 50%. Now, there's a yearly maximum. I think my yearly maximum is like $12,000 or something like that. No. Sean says it could be $500,000. I have there's a yearly maximum on my plan. Most plans, I believe, have a yearly maximum. Annual out-of-pocket maximum. Actually, my annual out-of-pocket maximum is like $8,000. So the most it could cost me is $8,000. But and I think my deductible is like $5,000. So if anesthesia costs $5,000, then it's going to cost me $5,000, assuming I need anesthesia, which I would think I would. And this is, I don't think I have bad insurance. I think I have like normal insurance, like a lot of people have. So Westhawk, Dr. Westhawk, chat Dr. Westhawk, am I gonna hear your apology for insisting I was wrong on this, chat Dr. Westhawk? Chat Dr. Westhawk, I'm not sending anyone to you for recommendations about insurance costs. I am not referring anybody to you. Westhawk posted the sick person emoji. Okay, so that's like a big downside of getting a Cologuard test. Now I have a question. I have a question about this. If I don't know how this works. I don't even know. If I wanted to, I want to get a colonoscopy just as a regular preventative one, but I couldn't do it because I had to. I couldn't do it because I couldn't handle the fasting. Now, if the result says positive, and then I get, say next year I have different insurance, will the different insurance cover a preventative if I've already had a Cologuard test? Jake from State Farm says they don't need to know you took a Cologuard. That's the question. Like, if you switched insurance, because I'd want to get one anyway if I could do the fast. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how that works. Edward, I'm timing you out because you keep posting football stuff. Gene says clean slate if you switch. It might be. Erica says, I don't know if they share billing information. So what you could have is your past insurance could share some information with your new insurer. Anyways. Well, what can I do? It is what it is. I didn't. This is what I mean. What can I do? I had to get the test. I couldn't at this point in my life do the colonoscopy. So. Oops, sorry. All right, we're going to check my result now. We're going to check my result. No, we're not going to do a result prediction poll. Should we do it? All right, fine. We'll do a result prediction poll. I won't be surprised with either one. I mean, there's definitely a chance it could be positive. It is what it is. Seth says fasting is easy. So even though I have a lifetime history of getting very ill when fasting, Seth says fasting is easy. So I'm at fault because I can't do it. It's this easy thing. Read Israel says results will help settle your thoughts on the insurance coverage stuff. It's poor taste. Why is it poor taste? We've been talking about it. Most people think negative, but some people think positive. Well, we'll see. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out in a second. We're gonna find out in a second. But I know it can be either. So what can I do? I understood that from the beginning. Okay. We're going to end the poll. Most people said negative. Yes, negative is preferable to positive. Okay, here we go. Erica votes inconclusive. Inconclusive? I think they would have written to me, Erica, wouldn't they have? Wouldn't they have? And said we couldn't get a conclusive result? Okay, guys, here we go. We're about to get, I'm going to open up the email now. I'm going to click the link, and we are going to get my result from the Cologuard test. Here we go. I'm going to sign into my chart right now. I am signing into my chart. This is nerve-wracking. This is like when people sign in and see if they got into a college. Let's see. I don't even remember. I think I had written down my username on my phone. I think. Was it just my email address? I'm trying to sign in right now. I am signed in. I am signed in. New Cologuard results. It says new Cologuard results are in from Friday, October 29th. So here we go. The results are there. I'm opening it at 11:07. We'll see. If it's positive, I'll have to figure out what to do next. Well, I'll have to get a colonoscopy. That's what I'll have to do. But I'll have to figure out the best way to do that. So that's a whole other thing. But it can happen. Here we go, guys. I'm clicking it now. I'm clicking it now. Guys, breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Hang on. I'm showing it to you. The breaking news is that I am going to be getting a colonoscopy because it's positive. It is a positive result. What can I do? I hope I don't have cancer. I hope it's just precancerous polyps or it's a false positive, but now I have to set up a colonoscopy. So there you go. It is positive. There you go. So, guys, it can be positive because of precancerous polyps. It can be a false positive. So now I have to get a colonoscopy. Honestly, I told you it could be either. I told you it could be either. I told you. There you go. This is why you get it. This is why you get it. It's okay. I mean, this is why you get it. You get it. You get it so you can, if you can detect something and deal with it. I think the numbers for false positive, they did a study, and false positive is like, it's like 1 out of 12 or something. So even for false positive. I'll show you if I can find the article about the false positives. Gastrointestinology Consultants of San Antonio. It says, this one. The false positive rate is 12%, according to this. How accurate is the Cologuard test? According to well, in total to gastroenterology consultants of San Antonio, they say the false positive rate is 12%. That sounds around what I've heard. They say the Cologuard test has a 12% false positive rate, which means 1 in 10 positive tests will incorrectly identify cancer or polyps. So even if you don't have cancer or polyps, there's roughly a 1 in 10 chance that your test will come back positive. Now, I could have a cancer or polyps, but there's, again, this is what I was telling you. It's a not insignificant chance that you get a false positive. So there you go. So now I have to get a colonoscopy. But this is the point of getting it. Erica says, sounds like it's not very specific. No. Sarah Joy says, I hope they will call you to clarify what made it positive. Well, I'm not seeing any specifics here about the actual results. I don't even know if my doctor gets any specifics of the actual results. Let's see, I'm looking here. There's something here about they've written something on the results about for 45 to 49-year-olds, colonoscopies for a positive result. Hold on a second. Cologuard has been approved by the US FDA. The performance of Cologuard was established in a cross-sectional study of average risk results aged 50 to 84. Okay. Overall, forget the age. Overall, colonoscopies performed for a positive result may find as the most clinically significant lesion. Here, let me show you this. They tell you what when they do conduct colonoscopies, this is what they generally find. When somebody gets a positive Cologuard result, here's what they do. They say colonoscopies performed for a positive result may find as the most clinically significant lesion cancer in 4% of the cases, advanced adenoma, I don't even know what that is, including certain, I'm trying to read this thing. No colorectal neoplasia in 45%, non-advanced adenoma in 31%, advanced adenoma in 20%. What is an adenoma? Is that like a polyp? Let's see. Adenoma is a type of non-cancerous tumor or benign that may affect various organs. So remember, a big thing that is done in colonoscopies is they can remove precancerous polyps. they remove them. So what you can see here is, according to this here, it says for positive colonoscopy, I guess based on the study they did, they found cancer after a colonoscopy after a positive Cologuard test. They found colorectal cancer in 4%, advanced adenoma tumor thing in 20%, non-advanced adenoma, which I guess is the polyp thing, in 31%, and no colorectal neoplasia in about half. So if it turns out that I have polyps and they remove them, well, that's good. So got to talk to the doc. Got to talk to my doctor. See what the doctor says. Now, Denise Horton says, because this result was positive, could you get a colonoscopy faster now? That's a good question. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how it is in terms of the wait for a colonoscopy. So, and remember, in terms of false positive, it's like a roughly 1 in 10 chance that even if you don't have anything, you get a false positive. Let's see here. I'm trying to show you the Cologuard. Here's a Cologuard site here. False. In a clinical study, 13% of patients without colorectal cancer or advanced adenomas received a positive result. 13%, which is like 1 in 8. That's like 1 in 8. I'm trying to find you the stuff about the false positive here. So, but again, there's a if you take so it could just be a false positive. There's not an insignificant chance that that's the case. Anyways, so we'll have to see what happens. West Hawk says it's established you have polyps that need to be removed. No, West Hawk, I'm timing you out. Because you're just posting stuff that's false. You did it with the insurance before, and now you did it with this. I literally just read you a thing that said, I read you 2 different things. I read you one thing from Cologuard that said there's a 13% false positive rate. And then I read another thing that showed you that in a clinical study that they did, roughly half of the colonoscopies half the time people got a colonoscopy after getting a Cologuard positive test, they didn't have anything to be removed. But you're sitting here saying it's been established you have cancerous polyps, that precancerous polyps need to be removed, which is just false. It's like you're not even listening. And you were wrong before. South Jersey Larry says, don't do a stream while prepping. I gotta talk to them about the prep stuff, because the prep's gonna be it's not the liquid, the fasting is a whole big issue. So I got to see if they can work something with the fasting. Yeah, you have to do the fasting to some degree, because you got to clean yourself out or they can't find what's in there. Emily says the numbers on accuracy say the test is basically useless. That's false. That's false. Emily, I'm removing your comment because that's false. Guys, you got to be careful with the false medical information. It's just not true that the numbers say it's not accurate. By the way, why would insurance companies be spending money on a test that's not accurate? Do you think they'd want to do that? Just wrong. In a study of 10,000 participants for average risk of colorectal cancer, Cologuard found 92% of cancer. You can find numerous experts such as the doctors who recommend I get this, who say it's not as good as a colonoscopy, but it's way better than doing nothing. Now, guys, please don't say fasting was pretty easy. Let me say it for the 50th time. I have a certain thing. Different people's bodies are different. I have a certain thing with my body. I've had it my entire life. When I fast for a few hours, I get sick. That's me particularly. So, this is something with my body. It's not normal. It's a problem with me. So you having no problem fasting doesn't mean it's no problem for me. It's not a hard concept. It's like 4 people so far this in the chat have said, "Oh, Steve, it's easy to fast. It should be fine. I didn't have a problem with it." It's like no one's listening to me. Phoenix Light says, I just tuned in. Have you never heard me talk about fasting stuff before? No, it's not low blood sugar. That's not what it is. It is not low blood sugar. Anyways, I got to talk to my doctor. I'll talk to my doctor and see and the doctor will say, let's do a colonoscopy, and I'll try to figure out a way to do it so that it minimizes the amount of fasting I have to do. That's what we got to do. Look, if it turns out I have precancerous polyps and they can get removed in a colonoscopy, it's all for the best. The goal is to detect stuff early. That is the goal. That's why I'm getting this done. We'll figure it out. What can you do? Anyways, so that's that. That's the excitement. That is the excitement. You know what I'm bummed about? Now I got to tell my mom. My mom's going to freak out because my mom will worry about it. And I don't want my mom to worry about it. But now she'll worry about it. So I got to tell her. Because she'll just assume the worst. Thank you, Arizona Jumper, by the way. Thank you, Arizona Jumper. Guys, it's really okay. It's really okay. I have not gotten like a terminal cancer diagnosis. I knew going in that there is a 13%, 12 to 13% chance of getting a false positive. No, I'll tell my mom. Thank you, Arizona Jumper. Thank you also, South Jersey. I think I missed a donation from somebody else, too. I got to check this up. Don't tell her? No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'll tell her. Hetty says everything will be okay. I think so. I think it will. This is the process you need to go through. Most people don't have to do this extra step. You just go get the colonoscopy. And then if they find some polyps, they take them out. Let's see here. Starfire. Thanks for your support, Starfire. I appreciate it, Starfire. Thank you. I don't know of any family history of colon cancer. Seth Westmore says, I have had precancerous benign polyps cut out for 7 years. Yeah, you know, a bunch of our viewers have told me that they had colonoscopies and they had precancerous polyps taken out. And so I very well might have precancerous polyps, and the Cologuard test can detect that. Yes, Oliver Cambridge says, got to do what you got to do. We'll figure it out. I got to talk to the doctor about it. See, Michelle Sparks says it's a good thing to catch early. Oh, thank you, MSU Kiwi. I appreciate that, MSU Kiwi. Thank you. You know, also, if it turns out I have polyps that need to be removed, I'll be happy. I mean, if it turns out that I have polyps removed or that I have cancer, I'll be happy that I actually got a colonoscopy, because that'll detect it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Otherwise, you know, then I would have just not had it. Read is Real says that's what the tests are for. Get her done. It's like women's annuals. Let them get in there and do their thing, hoping they can do an alternative prep for you. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Linda says money for anesthesia. Thank you. I'm not getting it yet, so, but thank you. That's a very nice thought of you, Linda Gordon. Thank you. I am interested in knowing, though. I wonder. I honestly don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. It's a thing I was thinking about, and somebody asked about, which was like, what's the wait time on colonoscopies these days? Like, if I've had a positive Cologuard test, if it's not just preventative, can you get it faster? Oliver Cambridge says have had several colonoscopies, had polyps removed every time. April Coco says don't know anything yet, just that you'll need a colonoscopy. Exactly. Oh, no problem, West Talk. No problem, West Talk. I appreciate it. Apology accepted. Just be careful about the misinformation in the chat. But thank you, West Talk. And again, apology accepted. I will get up tomorrow and I will call my doctor and we will discuss it. I'll have more update tomorrow, because I can get a schedule. I assume I'll just schedule one. Ugh, Phoenix Lights, why are you so miserable tonight? Why are you in such a crabby mood, Phoenix Lights? It's ridiculous. So West Hawk made a donation and said money for comfort food and my apology, right? So fine, that was West Hawk. It was nice of West Hawk. That was West Hawk's choice. So Phoenix Lights posts, I'm not paying you to say sorry. I literally never heard this before. Now, no one told West Hawk to pay me to say sorry, and I don't think West Hawk was actually really West Hawk made a donation and said money for comfort food and my apology, but like that West Hawk, I mean, that doesn't that's what West Hawk wanted to do. No one was telling you to do that. Thank you, Hetty Silovitz, for the High Popo. That's High Popo the hippo. Maybe racing towards the colonoscopy place. Thank you, Read Israel. I appreciate it, Read Israel. Thank you also to Tony. Tony, I have no idea what a spastic colon is. Tony, I'm not a doctor. That's not what I do, Tony. Thank you, Tony, by the way. I guess it's irritable bowel syndrome, Tony. That's what Google says. This is not what I have. Kangaroo Island says, good luck, you'll be fine. P.S. This drama should help channel numbers. I don't know. I don't know if anybody extra will watch stuff about my colonoscopy. See, Westhawk says, donation and apology are unrelated. At this point, I kind of just want to get the thing done. You know, now I just want to get it done, get it over with. Seth thinks they'll get you in ASAP. Oh yeah, Seth. Clearly, I'd want to get it earlier in the morning. Texas B. Henley fan says, never take a single test result as Godspeed truth. Well, just to be clear, the test, all the test result is quote positive, and positive just means that there's a certain detection that was had, but it doesn't mean you have cancer necessarily. It doesn't mean you have polyps. So they're not even claiming that. They tell you what a positive result means. It just means a certain thing was detected by the test. So they're not saying, oh, you have cancer, or even that you have polyps. But maybe I do. There's something in the test suggesting, but we'll see. Just to be clear, though, I want to be clear about what they say the result means. Wait, hold on a second. I also want to read. But yes, it is true that I feel fine, right? Letter artist says, do a pre-video in the holding area pre-colonoscopy. Well, I'll see how I feel then. Thank you, Yugo140. I appreciate it, Yugo140. Thank you. Texas B. Henley fan says, if you are having symptoms, I would be more concerned. I'm having no symptoms of anything. I think colon cancer is hard to detect, though. So this is from the Mayo Clinic. Colon cancer is a type of cancer that begins in the large intestine colon. The colon is the final part of the digestive tract. Colon cancer typically affects older adults, although it can happen at any age. It usually begins as small, non-cancerous, benign clumps of cells called polyps that form on the inside of the colon. Over time, some of these polyps can become colon cancers. Now, having these non-cancerous polyps is something that the Cologuard test can detect. Polyps may be small and produce few, if any, symptoms. For this reason, doctors recommend regular screening tests to help prevent colon cancer by identifying and removing polyps before they turn into cancer. If colon cancer develops, many treatments are available to help control it, including surgery, radiation therapy, and drug treatments such as blah, 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 blah. Symptoms can include these, but I'm not having any of these symptoms. Many people with colon cancer experience no symptoms in the early stages of the disease. Guidelines generally recommend colon cancer screenings begin around age 50. Emily says, could change your insurance coverage. Why? There's no pre-existing conditions with insurance coverage. Why would it change your insurance coverage? I don't understand. Well, why? Healthcare.gov for all the healthcare marketplace. I believe it's in Obamacare. All healthcare marketplace plans must cover treatment for pre-existing medical conditions. No insurance plan can reject you, charge you more, or refuse to pay you for essential health benefits for any condition you had before your coverage started. Look, Health and Human Services, government website. Under current law, health insurance companies can't refuse to cover you or charge you more just because you have a pre-existing condition. But Emily is insisting that it's going to change my health insurance coverage. But she's wrong. It's literally wrong. It's just wrong. It's just false. Emily insistently posting false things in the chat. Thank you, Amy Williams. Yeah, hopefully I can get in there and get it done soon. She said, I said could, it's a thing coding. No, you're wrong, it couldn't. It legally cannot change my health insurance coverage. You're just wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You insisted that something was true and you were 100% wrong. And you could have figured that out within Googling in 20 seconds, but you didn't. So don't try to make it like you're right, because you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. Thank you, Carlos Rosa, Realtor. I appreciate that, Carlos Rosa. Thank you. Thank you also again, Amy Williams. And I already discussed this. I discussed this earlier. What I said, we spent time. What I said is, if you have a Cologuard test first, then with my insurance, as with a lot of insurance, you will have to pay something for the colonoscopy. In the case of my insurance, I basically have to pay whatever they charge for anesthesia, which could be thousands of dollars, which I knew that from that's a well-known thing about getting a Cologuard test, is if you do have a Cologuard first before a colonoscopy, then if you have to get a colonoscopy after that, it's not like free like it would be if you just got a preventative colonoscopy, and which we discussed before, which I'm well aware of. Anyways. But I am interested in seeing what the scheduling time is now. When will they say to get one? Or when will they say I can get one? Happy Quail says, I'd be very surprised if the anesthesia was more than about 2K tops. I don't know what the anesthesia charge is for a colonoscopy. That's not something I'm familiar with. This is from Reuters, and this is sorry. This is from Reuters from like 8 years ago. It says, increasingly in the U.S., colonoscopies are done with the expensive general anesthetic propofol. In medical circles, blah, 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 blah. Propofol is known for a quicker recovery time and other desirable characteristics, but it can add from $600 to $2,000 to the price of a procedure. And that was 8 years ago. I guess there's a medical controversy in the medical field as to whether people should get, what kind of anesthesia people should get. I'll have to discuss it with him. I don't know. Read Israel says for my upper GI anesthesia was about $1,600. Yeah, and I don't know what Read Israel says that was her doctor quoted in this article. Read Israel. I'll post the link to this article. This is from 2013. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll just have to see what the I'm sure the place that does the colonoscopies, they do a lot of them in Orlando that I would go to. I'm sure they have a standard thing they do with the anesthesia. Reed Israel says, that was my doctor. Anyways. Well, there'll be more of an update when I talk to my doctor. Maybe I can get it sooner rather than later. Tuss Splitter said, the only trouble I had was my ride didn't show and I couldn't leave but couldn't stay. Emily, I'm timing you out. Emily, it doesn't change your insurance plan. It doesn't change your plan. I don't know. Now, maybe in the future there's something that costs different because you had a positive test or something. But that doesn't change your insurance. Your insurance cost is your insurance plan. Now, maybe for a specific procedure you might need in the future, it might be different. I don't know about that stuff. But it doesn't change the basic cost of your insurance. Yes, Bryce Haug, thanks. The mods are awesome. Sarah Joy is there. No, we've had Linda there too tonight. Linda's been in there too. Reed Israel says she got her MD via YouTube correspondence classes. Doe of Malibu says, where I go, they do the colonoscopies all day, every day. It's like Vegas in there. There must be 50 a day or more. Yeah, the place I would go, oh, Linda's here. Thank you, Linda. The place I would go to get it done is a place where they just do a lot of them. Phoenix Lights, no problem. I understand that you saw this for the first time. I hope your mom is okay. Edward, no need to close the balcony doors. Anyways, so I'm sorry, we had a bit of a, we were going to open some packages and we had a bit of a shift. We had a bit of a shift in the broadcast because they sent me my result at 10:36 p.m. I should have checked to see if there's anything else on that page. Let's see here. It is interesting. Yeah, it's also, they literally said, it said resulted at 9:26 p.m. So like, I got the email, they got the result for this at 9:26 p.m. tonight. I got the email an hour later. So it's not the case that they clear it with your doctor before giving it to you. I don't believe. There's nothing here about how it went to the doctor. I have to imagine they just sent it. They say, we recommend you discuss your result with your healthcare provider. I'm in Eastern time zone. I'm going to show you something else here. Let's see here. Hang on, I want to find something here. So this is from a, sorry. Can you repeat the Cologuard? Well, I don't know why I'd want to do that because, like, first of all, I'd have to pay for it. I don't think insurance would cover it. Also, I believe it has to be prescribed to you. So I don't know that anyone would prescribe it to me. Right? You have to get, I think you have to get it through a prescription. But at the same time, if I took it again and it was negative, it could be a false negative. I mean, at this point, it's just I got to try to do what I can to actually be able to do the test, to do the colonoscopy procedure. Okay, I was going to show you an article, but it wasn't worth showing. Wasn't worth showing. I had thought about it. I was thinking. I had thought about, well, maybe I'll try one more time to get like a colonoscopy. But it was like, it was just such a bad experience last time with the fasting. It just felt like, well, I'll try it this way, and if I can avoid it, I can avoid it. But the downside is you have to certainly pay something for the colonoscopy if you get it after. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's see here. Hey, I don't even know if the people who sent the packages are still here. Like, I don't know if Sean is still here. Andre, the angle is still is the same we're broadcasting in, but like about a couple months ago, we got a new camera and new lens. But I only want to open any packages if people are actually here who sent them. Westhawk says you need a prescription for Cologuard. Moosengal says, those results are probably sent automatically by the computer. I get all my results before the doc. The system does it automatically through my chart. See, Michelle Sparks said, y'all are grouchy tonight. I don't see, no one has said that, I don't know that anyone who sent me a package is actually in the chat right now. I only want to open packages with people there, when the people who sent them in are there. If I have stomach problems, it's a good time to get an endoscopy done also. I don't have stomach problems. I'm feeling great. I'm just doing a quick news check. Make sure there's no big news. See, Michelle Sparks says they think they left already. Yeah, so I'm going to hold off on opening the packages because people sent them to me, but I prefer to open when people are watching. So I'll give it another day. We'll like next time we'll see if the people are actually here who sent them. Kind of quiet right now. All right, what else did I want to talk about? I had some other stuff I wanted to mention. So I will keep you updated. I will talk to the doctor tomorrow. And I will get an update, and I will update you. Hopefully I can schedule something, and I will update you about it. Hopefully by tomorrow I will have a date for you. See, Michelle Sparks, I might need to ask you for a ride again, if you're still offering. If not, I can ask somebody else. So you don't have to tell me now. You can message me privately. Or a ride home at least. That's what it would be. Or I don't know, ride there. Whatever it is. Whatever we were going to do last time. Thanks, Paula Faust. Let's see here. We talked about stringers. Oh, I did want to mention something. That I did something today that I think a lot of you are going to be happy I did, because you've been encouraging me to do it. And what I did, I have a picture to show you. Denise said she's going to help out. Denise said Michelle Sparks, I think, is going to help out. Thank you, Lizzie. Yeah, no, at this point, I just want to do whatever I need to do as quickly as possible. Yeah, as Arizona Jumper says, at least we're moving the process forward. So the thing I did that I was going to tell you about, hang on a second here. Hang on. The thing I did tonight that you've been encouraging me to do is thank you, C. Michelle Sparks. I appreciate that. C. Michelle Sparks is volunteering me to give me a ride. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Well, I'll see what dates they have on offer for the procedure. They have this is what I did. I actually ate different foods at the same time. I didn't eat one thing at a time. Now, I had too much corn, but that's because they didn't have corn on the cob and they only had a package of corn. So I had to make all 4 corns. Well, I did. So, and then I had some rice and some chicken. But I actually switched between them. I wasn't eating all of one and then all of the other. Sarah Joy says, yay. Jenny says, yum. Yeah, it was good. But I switched back and forth. See, you can see there's some corn eaten and some chicken eaten. I like them on different plates. I don't like mixing them up on the same plate. You know, the chicken plate has like chicken juice on it, and I don't want that getting in the other stuff. Just a big mess. Also, the rice and corn were done at different times. But then the corn gets like kind of moist, that plate, so I don't, it's like, you know, why mix the stuff up? Oh, Sean is here. Sean, do you want me to open your package? Sean has the same rubber coasters from Amazon. Sean, I like these coasters, but the problem is they're hard to keep clean. They're hard to clean because you can't just wipe them off. The coaster Sean is commenting on is like the one, over here. This one. See, it has like here. And it has these grooves in them or spaces in them, so the liquid actually doesn't go off the coaster. But the problem is it gets it's hard to clean inside there. And if you put them in the, I think I've put them in the dishwasher and they still don't get totally clean. Sean says use a brush. That's interesting. Use a brush. That's like the flaw of them, is the cleaning of them. I can try maybe using a brush. Anyways. A lot of times when I cook stuff, though, it's not all ready at the same time. It just kind of worked out tonight. The stuff was ready at the same time. But it was good. See, the other thing is I'm trying is if I just eat chicken and rice or I just eat chicken and corn, it's not enough. I think if I have chicken and some rice and some corn, that helps matters. So maybe it just fills me up a little more. It's more food, but the chicken, it has all I have in my chicken tonight was I had the kickin' chicken spice mix and then some red pepper and some of the whatever that green pepper I have is. Somebody sent it me once and I liked it, and then something pepper company green pepper. No, I was going to ask Sean. Sean, do you want me to open your package now? Sean? Let me know, Sean. I can open your package. Oh, Sean didn't send one. Well, there you go. I thought you meant you send one. I thought you said, oh, when you were saying I'm guilty of that before, you meant your past packages. Oh, I see. I see. We can open a little, I got a couple pieces of junk mail. We'll open the junk mail. I think there's 2 junk mail pieces. Hang on, I'll get those. Since you've been patient. Oh, Nikki, we got your package. Nikki, do you want me to open your package? I got Nikki Kennedy's package. I can open Nikki Kennedy's package. Let's open that. Nikki, you're here. We'll open Nikki Kennedy's package, even though it's late at night, because Nikki's here. We'll do that. Just let me get it. Jake from State Farm says, I am very upset with this 3-plate nonsense. Sean says, theoretically, if I sent a package that doesn't conform to the rules, I wouldn't admit to it. So Sean may have sent a package. We just don't know. We just don't know if Sean sent one. Okay, so I have a package here from Nikki Kennedy. It says Nikki Kennedy on it. This is from Nikki Kennedy. Now, is it small? Well, I don't know what's inside, so I can't tell you if it's small. Where are people sending packages? To my UPS box. Where here's the address will be posted in the chat in a second. My UPS box. Edward's so impatient he has to ask Nikki what she sent. Okay. Here we go. I will say this, though, about the colonoscopy stuff. Remember I told you, I said, well, I was thinking like I could either take the Cologuard or I could try one more time at the colonoscopy. And I will say, when I asked them, I said, like, when... I think if I remember right, they said, oh, like for colonoscopies, for preventative ones, we're like scheduling them. I think it may have been like next January or something like that. So actually, it's probably good I get the ones did not wait that long anyways. Because I could have just not done the Cologuard and tried another colonoscopy. I don't even know if that would have worked, though, because I had the same fasting problems. But when I asked them about it, they said, oh, it's like months in advance. Now, hopefully, the colonoscopy I got to get now, because I've already had a positive test, they'll schedule that sooner. Okay. Yes, if you missed it, my Cologuard test was positive, which could mean lots of things. It could be a false positive. It could mean I have precancerous polyps. That's much more likely than having actual cancer, either of those. But we'll have to see. So what I have to do is I have to get a colonoscopy. Read is real, says it's the end of the year rush. Everyone's trying to get theirs done before the deductible reset at end of year. Yeah, guys, there's no need, again, a positive result on your Cologuard test does not mean you have terminal colon cancer. Roughly half the people who get a colonoscopy after getting a positive Cologuard test don't have anything. What it means is I need to go get a colonoscopy. All right, is there a note in here? Hey, Nikki, do you want to say anything about this? Nikki, do you want to say anything about this? We're opening Nikki's package. No note. Okay, here we go. There's a couple things in here. I don't know that this is small and consumable. Okay, here's thing one. Thing one from Nikki's package. Okay, so this is not naughty. This is not naughty. This is thing one from Nikki Kennedy's package, but it's not naughty. She says household useful. It is a, hold on, I have to take this thing off so you can see what it is. Is this consumable? I'm trying to, there's a price tag like over the label. So I'm trying to remove the price tag so you can read the label and see what it is. Okay, it says it's a banana pod. Banana pod. Banana pod. With a monkey on it. Banana pod with a monkey. So is this so you can like bring a banana to lunch? It's a banana pod. Prevents bananas from bruising. Prevents bananas from bruising. Well, this is very interesting. I think like you can like bring a banana with you somewhere. If I have that right. Let's see. So here's the banana. Here's the paper banana. So you put the banana in here, and it leaves some air for the banana, and then you can take a banana with you. To travel with your banana, says Nikki. This is fascinating. Let me look. It has a monkey on it. What if the monkey eats the banana? Here, let me show you this. I'm going to see if I can find. Thank you, Nikki. I did not know banana pods existed. Hang on, folks. I found it on Amazon. Banana pod. I'm gonna see if I don't know if I have a couple bananas here, but they're very big. The grocery bananas were big, so I don't know if they'll fit in this one. Here's the banana pod. Joy Gadgets Kitchen Storage Pod. Can you use it to freeze frozen bananas? That I don't know. As an Amazon associate, I earn for qualifying purchases. Some love it, some don't like it as much. A lot of people like it. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm going to look it up and see if I can find the actual. Oh, is this the, but is that the, no, this is a different one. That's the wrong one. This is by Crofton. That was by Joey. This is by Crofton. It's a different brand. I gave you the wrong brand. Crofton Banana Pod. Okay. I can't find the brand I showed you. I think it's not on Amazon. The brand I showed you is the brand. This is a Crofton Banana Pod. Oh, Aldi offers them. Crofton Banana Pod. This is it. See, Aldi. So the one I showed you from Amazon was the same type of thing, but it's not the same exact one. See, that has a monkey on it. Crofton Banana Pod. Store leftover fruit. What is this? Leftover fruits and vegetables help them stay fresh? I'm a little confused. Like, this says help it stay fresh. But mine says, this label says prevents bananas from being bruised. So I believe it's also top rack dishwasher safe. According to the label, the idea is it prevents the banana from bruising. So I think it's like to take to lunch or something. Davinia says, I think you could use it to make frozen bananas, add chocolate and nuts. Ugh, all the 7-year-olds in chat, everybody who watches is 7. So they're making all their wonderful 7-year-old jokes. Let me see. Hold on. I guess the issue though is what if the banana is not shaped like this? What if the banana is doesn't the banana curve have to match this exactly? Right? Because there might be a banana that's more straight. Hold on. Yeah, so I went to the grocery today, but they only had very big. I got very big bananas. This one's slightly too big. It won't fit in here. It won't fit in its pod. So one thing, I guess I could put. I guess it sort of fits if I push it. Oh wait, I made it fit. I made it fit. I made it fit. Breaking news! It fits. Oh my gosh, guys, look! This banana, my protected banana. I can bring this anywhere now. I made it fit. So you can slightly adjust the curve of the banana. It's safe now, as Oryx says. The monkey's happy. Do you guys do this at your house? Like when you buy bananas, which is an incredibly common food item, do you just giggle? Do you just giggle at your kitchen table when somebody eats a banana in your house? I'm trying to get the focus. Focus! There we go. Hey, this will be the thumbnail. Linda says, if you take it somewhere, expect smirks and giggles. Okay. Anyways, so this is we have the banana pod. Hey, thanks for the banana pod. But again, this is the one from Aldi. It's this one from Aldi. I'll post it again. Derek says, pretty sure bananas come in their own case, the peel. Well, but I think the idea is to keep it from squishing. Okay, that's one. We have another thing in here. Thank you, Nikki Kennedy. That's from Nikki Kennedy. I appreciate it, Nikki Kennedy. Okay, next up, we have something else in this box from Nikki Kennedy. It is. The second thing in the Nikki Kennedy box is this. What is this? What is this? Nikki, I don't like this. I see what you did here, Nikki. Nikki, I'm not showing it on the air. Nope. I see what Nikki did. I'm timing out, Nikki. Nikki, you're timed out for the rest of the stream. I was good with the banana pod. I was fine with the banana pod. Yep, now it's naughty. You made it naughty. Nikki made it naughty. Timed out for the rest of the stream. Every time I see Nikki Kennedy, mods, if Nikki Kennedy's name gets popped up in the chat, rest of the stream, time her out. She's timed out. I'm not even opening the next one. And a banana pod is going in the garbage. It's going in the garbage. Everything's getting thrown out. The whole box getting thrown out. I'm going right to the garbage after the thing and throwing the whole thing out. You should have stopped. At the banana pod. Could have just stopped at the banana pod. Rita's Real says, Nikki, can you send me a package? I like your gifts. Nikki actually, I'm not going to say it. Nikki put her home address as the return address. She literally put her home address as the return address. You know, it's one thing if somebody says, I'm going to send a naughty troll gift, and from anonymous. Her home address is on the box. Send it back to her, says Sarah Joy. It's all going in the garbage. She's literally throwing the whole thing in the garbage. Some people haven't figured it out yet. I'm not even looking at them. Not even going to say what they are. Let's open some junk mail. We have a little junk mail I want to open. Excuse me. Maybe in the Discord after the broadcast in the Discord, some of you can explain it to the people who don't know what's going on. You can explain it. Phil Britton, you're going to get timed out, Phil. Phil, you're going to get timed out. Okay, next up. We have junk mail from Sunmade. We have junk mail from Sunmade. It's probably the Raisins book. They send me like the Raisins book all the time. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the Raisins book. I've gotten like 10 of these. Healthy living recipes with raisins or whatever. I've gotten this before. I keep getting them. There's another one. Garbage. There's another one. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Same thing. It's going in the garbage. Okay. Okay, I got one other thing to open. This is from Marketing Parcel. I believe this is junk mail. I don't believe it's actually a package somebody sent to me. Like somebody's like an individual sent to me. I believe that it's junk mail. Okay? So, I don't know what's in here. But look, I do see this. Our last junk mail tonight is this. What is this? What is this? What is this? Looks like some kind of shampoo or lotion or something. I'll make sure it's not naughty. One is green, one is white. Sorry. Essential oils, food dye, shampoo. See, Michelle Sparks says, I'm not saying. Terry thinks I get the best junk mail. I get the best and the worst. Okay. Let's see. The maid says could be suspicious ingredients. Madison says sanitizer. Astro Josh says Old Spice demo. Well, we'll see. Okay. All right, here we go. First one. The first one. We're going to do the green one first. Brute 33. I remember Brute 33, says Jacques. The first one is Suave Almond and Shea Butter Moisturizing Shampoo. Looks like it's almonds. Suave. Oh, I bet I got shampoo and conditioner. Salon Proven Quality. I bet the other one must be conditioner. Yes, Suave Almond and Shea Butter Conditioner. C. Michelle Sparks believes it's cheap crap. Terry says you get useful stuff. Let's see here. I'm looking up their webpage. That's it. Moisturizing almond and shea butter shampoo. Let's see. Does anyone on does Amazon have it? It is not on Amazon. I wonder if it's new. Oh, I think they have it here. No, I don't see. It's not the same. It's not the same. Oh, here it is. It has 3,000 reviews on Amazon. It sells for $3. A big thing of it sells for $3. Here, hold on. Hang on, folks. Let me show you where to get it on Amazon. Let me show you where to get it on Amazon. For $3. That means the sample is worth like 30 cents. Oh, this one isn't $3. This is a 2-pack. I want to show you the 1-pack. Where is it? There it is. I found it. Why doesn't that work? There it is. See, it says Suave Draw Almond and Shea Butter, $3.48 for 28 ounces. This is 3 ounces. So honestly, my sample is like 40 cents worth of shampoo. Given that this is $3.48 and 28 ounces, and my sample is 4 ounces. My sample is 3 ounces. 3 ounces. So the sample is like 37 cents worth of shampoo. They sent me 37 cents worth of shampoo. There it is, right there. One star. Horrible. 5 star. Works well for my super long fine hair. I don't know. Real reviews, fake reviews, who knows? Terry says, I need to get on that sample list. I do get some sample lists. What was the name of the place I went to get on sample list? Guys, what's it called? What's it called? No, I didn't go there. I think somebody used it for me. Somebody put me on it. There's that sample site you can go to and request samples. What's the deal with shea? I don't even know what shea butter is. What is shea butter? Why are you putting almonds in your hair? Shea butter is a fat extracted from the nut of the African shea tree. Says Wikipedia. Pinchme.com. Terry, try pinchme.com. We send you free samples. I don't know if that's where I got the sample from, but somebody, I think, signed me up for Pinch Me. Pinchme.com. I don't know that this one is for Pinch Me. I think somebody just signed me up for this. Anyways, I don't think I'm going to use it. I don't think I'm going to use this one. I think it's going in the garbage. The amount of effort I would have to use to give it away, 40 cents worth of shampoo, it's not worth it. Try it once? I don't even want to try it once. I don't trust it. I don't really wash my hair much with shampoo. Just use it. What can it hurt? It can mess up my hair. I rarely rinse my hair, but I rarely wash it. When I wash it, it gets all dry and stuff. I usually, so wash your hand with it. Donate it. At this point, it's like, What can I do? I don't even know where I put the conditioner. Where'd the conditioner go? Oh, here's the conditioner. Where's the shampoo? There were two of them. Where's the other one? I don't even know. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. Okay, well, look. No, even when you wash and then use the conditioner, it still ends up messing up your hair if you do it too much. There we go. I think that's all the packages for tonight. I didn't order it. Derek says, I don't understand throwing such things away. I don't want to use it. I actually do not want to use it. I'm not going to be a guinea pig for stuff I get in the mail. I'll use what I know I can do okay with. Donated it. It's 40 cents worth of shampoo. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with donating the little travel size stuff that I get sent as samples. Leave it in the public bathroom by your pool? No, I'm not going to. Leaving it in the garbage. It's 12:31 already. Yes, it's not worth it. It's just at this point, Kisei is here. I know it's late because Kisei is here from the Netherlands. All right. I think we're done with the packages. Give to a homeless person named Coffee. Hey, homeless person, here's this shampoo. Here's this shampoo and conditioner. Bye. Nope, Nikki, no, Nikki, no, Nikki, no, you're not allowed. Nope, Nikki, nope, nope. I told you. I said, Nikki, you're timed out for the rest of the stream. Timed out for the rest of the stream. Timed out for the rest of the stream. Nikki saying something about how stuff would be useful or whatever. Come on, Nikki. Come on. We're not stupid here. I should have looked. I was too trusting. Because I don't like to spoil things. So I don't want to know what's in the box. But I should have done just a check, an extra check. Then I would just not open the whole thing. Yeah, Sonic's not around tonight. I hope Sonic's doing okay. I'm sure Sonic's fine. Anyways. I think we're getting to that time, folks. I think we're getting to that time. Yeah, Sonic's not going to be upset he missed today, Shaft. Read Israel is trying to claim their real gifts. Nope. Oh, Linda says, wasn't Sonic feeling poorly last time he was on? I don't know. Was he feeling not well? Did he say that, or I know he had to leave early or something. I don't remember him saying he felt poorly. I don't know. Yeah, Bob, we're done with I won't be opening any more vegetable pods. Keith says, I thought he said he was tired. Well, I'm not gonna. I won't bother him after one stream. If he misses next stream, I'll reach out to him. No, I think somebody else said they had a headache. Yeah, if Sonic isn't around for the next stream, I'll definitely check in with him. I don't want to bother him because I don't want to make him feel like he has to be at every stream, because he doesn't. Yes, exactly. Cal Voltaire remembers. Sonic said the chat was late because Arizona didn't change the time. Right? It was like 1 a.m. and it was like normal. It was like 1 a.m. after the time change. So it was kind of like 2 a.m. Eastern time, which would normally be pretty late for Sonic. That's what it was. Lizzie has a headache. From modding, probably. Okay, anyways. Sean says he wants to know what the summary for today's stream would have been. Yeah, I mean, this was a doozy. Well, look, I mean, I gotta... So tomorrow I'll talk to the doctor and I'll update you guys. I'm very interested in knowing what kind of, obviously, for scheduling a colonoscopy, how soon they can do it. So we'll see. So I will keep you posted on that. I got to talk to them about that. Thank you, Denise Horton. Hey, it's very nice of you, Denise Horton. I appreciate that. Thank you, Denise. Thanks to all of you guys for tuning in. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for opening up my Cologuard result with me. So Project Colon continues. It will continue with my attempt at doing a colonoscopy. Fasting at all. That's a whole other thing. Barella says, summary, Cologuard results, banana pod, nasties, and junk mail. Thank you, Read Israel. It's very nice of you, Read Israel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, big thanks to our moderators, Linda Belk, Sarah Joy, and Lizzie. Thanks to our mods. Really appreciate our mods. Thanks, Bryce out. Thanks to everybody lurking out there. Yeah, I have to. I'll talk to my mom tomorrow soon, Linda, too. EPAN, I think I have Florida insurance. So I think I probably need to get this done in Florida. Because my insurance is in Florida. I'll look into it though, but I'm hoping they can do it soon, but we'll see. We'll see. I got to just talk to them. Well, Linda, there's in-network and out-of-network. That's what I'm talking about. So you can go out of network, but then it could cost a lot more. So I gotta see how that works, you know? Because I had looked up before, you know, the hang on a second here. I'll look into it, but it's a whole thing. The hold on a second. You know, it's just a very common procedure. I mean, I'm getting what people normally would get as just like as a routine procedure. So it's a very common thing. It's not it's not like some rare procedure. But what I wanted to do is just check. Hang on. Oh, thank you, Crypto King. Crypto King says the super chat is for the mods and Bitcoin all-time high. Thank you, Crypto King. Sean TV mentioned the all-time high earlier. I appreciate that, Crypto King. Thanks for shouting out the mods too. Much appreciated. So, the colonoscopy I have to do, okay, is there's the cost for the procedure done by the doctor, and the facility procedure. There's the physician cost, the facility cost, and also the anesthesia. If I get my colonoscopy done out of network, the doctor is not covered. None of it's covered. None of it is covered. If I get it done in network, it's $80 for the doctor, $80 for the facility, and then I basically am going to have to pay all of the anesthesia because I have a deductible, and I don't think it's going to be more than my deductible. But yeah, I mean, so it could be, I mean, just looking at that, it seems like it could be a very significant difference in cost getting it out of network, because I'd be paying fully for everything, not just the anesthesia. Oh, thank you, 77 Pool Bob. Said some sadness here at Aggieland after hearing about the A&M student being badly injured at the Houston concert. Yeah, I posted a tweet about that before. It was terrible. Thank you, 77 Pool Bob. Thanks for shouting out the mods as well, 77 Pool Bob. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Shaft. I appreciate it, Shaft. Thank you. Twilight anesthesia. That's like partial anesthesia. What I have to do is just see. I don't know how they normally do it at the place. Twilight is a mild dose. The patient is not unconscious but sedated. I mean, look, what I need to do, as I said before, I just need to ask the colonoscopy place, how do they normally do it? Maybe they'll say you have choices. Maybe they'll say we do it one way. I don't know. I got to talk to them and see. Hey, thanks, Shaft. I appreciate that. Thank you, Shaft. Right, Kimberly Barr. If you get a colonoscopy just initially, it's preventative. If you get it's like oh, you're this old, you got to do your routine checkup colonoscopy to make sure you don't have anything. That's preventative. If you get a positive Cologuard test and then you got to get a colonoscopy, then basically they don't cover the anesthesia if you have a deductible. That's where I will have to pay for it. It's the anesthesia. But I'll ask the doctor's office about it. I will ask the doctor's office. Jesse says, I think you have choice about the sedation. Yes, I will ask them about it. So more tomorrow. I assume I'll be able to talk to them tomorrow. So I will have more for you when I talk to them. Hey, thanks to you guys. Oh, AJ was mounting too. AJ, Linda Belk, Lizzie, and Sarah Joy. Thank you. All right, let me thank our viewers. West Hawk, Kimberly Barr, Jess C., Edward Kim, Rookie J. I appreciate all of your concern too. Seriously, thank you. Thanks for all of your good thoughts and your concern. Shaft, Apocalypse No, Happy Quails, Terry, Barella Holland, Edward Kim, Read is Real, Dennis. The Norm. Ibby Dibby J Projects, who says, do your research about your insurance for sure. Yes, I agree with you. Jan Porter, Apocalypse No. Carlos Rosa. Epan. Did I say Terry? Terry, Breaker, Auric 3D AM Coffee. Edward Kim, Sean TV. Ryder. Jonah Katz. Rosemary Randolph. Mary Ann Harris. First time here. Wow, what a first time for Mary Ann Harris. Happy Quails. Paula Faust. My Handy Dandy Notebook. Fury Inferno. Thank you, Marianne Harris. Kate Links, thanks for watching. No, I appreciate everybody's input. People raising a lot of good points. A couple bad points, but a lot of good points people raising. So I appreciate all of your input. Mantronics. Yeah, Dennis, I will certainly update you on what the doctor says. Oh, thank you, Red Raven, for the Bushiba bye-bye sticker. Thank you, Red Raven. I appreciate that. Dave Moss, thanks for watching. Edward Kim, thanks for watching, Edward. You got to see some packages open tonight. Apocalypse No. All right, guys. I am wrapping this up. It's been quite a stream. It's been quite a stream, an eventful stream in many ways. But we will certainly, packages, as Sean says. We will certainly have more for you. Oh, thanks to everybody who donated too. Let me just thank everybody who donated again, because that was so nice of you. Thank you so much. Sean TV, really appreciate it, Sean. Red Raven, Shaft, 77 Pool Bob, Crypto King, Reed Israel, Denise Horton, Carlos Rosa, Amy Williams, Hugo, Tony Del Monte, Hetty Silovitz, West Hawk, Linda Gordon, MSU Kiwi, Arizona Jumper. Thank you. Very nice of you guys. So I appreciate it. CM, thanks for watching. Yeah, Dennis, I'll let you know what happens. Letter Artist, thanks for watching. Barella Holland, thanks for watching. All right, guys, that's it. More exciting updates tomorrow, I am sure. All right, that's it for now, and we will see you very, very soon.